Hi everybody, tonight we will do some little toys for the kids. First we cast on by starting by the black needle, one in the front, one in the back for the first row. Put that in the yarn feeder and now we will crank 13 rows. When you reach 13 rows, it will be time to cast off. To cast off, we'll cut the yarn, open the yarn feeder, crank the machine a full 360, just stop before the yarn feeder, and with the wool needle, you will go and grab all the stitch one by one, like this. You go just between the two red teeth. You go slowly but surely, and you grab everyone to prevent drop stitch. The reason I have to crank the machine is to release the project from it. So put that aside. Now it's time to do the body of your little toy. So you will do 15 for the body, 20 for the head, and 15 again for the body. Put that in your notebook, please. Keep that close to you, so next time you have time to do a project, you will have it close to you. So I did the cast on. Will be time to add more yarn. Just cut it in the middle, bring the new yarn, put that in front of the hook, not the hook but the needle. Do a double knot like this, put that in the middle, and you continue to crank. Some parts are going to be very fast and some not. When it's very fast, it's because it's only the cranking. So don't worry, I will slow down when it's something very important to get. There, time to add the final, not the final, I didn't have enough yarn, so I will add more. So I go a knot and tie it very tight, and I make sure that I don't put it in the little hole from the yarn feeder. Make sure the yarn get up, and when you reach the machine, put the knot under the red bump, and then you will be able to crank till you reach your 20 rows. There, like this. So time to bring the final color. So the body, put that in front of it like this, attach those two together, and I will be able to crank for another 15 rows. So I repeat the number, it was 15, 20, and 15 for the body. Time to remove it, cut the yarn, crank it a full 360 to release the project from the machine. Don't go too far because it will release by itself and you don't want it. You want it to be on your wool needle. Like this. Continue. Keep going. Crank it to release the rest of the stitches. Oops, almost lost one here. Go slowly but surely. So we'll go like this. There. Stretch it. Keep it for later. So now it's time to do the wing. One in the front, one in the back for the first row. Put that in yarn feeder and you will crank till you reach 12 rows. And you need 2 wings. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't forget. Not worry. Sorry. So I continue to crank. And to remove it, open the yarn feeder. Remove the yarn from it. Crank it 360. And pick all the stitches with your wool needle. like this. There. Like this. So put that aside. You do two. Now it's time to close the tube of the body. So make sure I attach my knot securely. Cut it. And here I have a little messed up here. You could see it. There's an old in it. But I'm not worried about that because it's in the other half of the project. It's not right in the middle. So I will hide that part in the middle so we won't see it. So I don't worry for that. It's only a little mistake from the machine. You could see here. But I don't mind. I will survive. So time to attach those two ends. Pull it and do another knot like that, and attach this one too and do a double knot. And after that we will bring one end to the other end, and with the wool needle we will reach the middle and grab the other middle in the side, bring the yarn on one side and attach those two tails together. Pull it. It's just like a double layer hat right now. So you're fine. If you reach that part, you're good. So now it's time to prepare for the neck. For the neck I will use the same yarn that I will go with the head. So I'm not gonna go there, I will go here. So I will grab every 2 stitch. I will put that a little bit faster because it's only every 2 stitch. It's very easy to remember. There. And then I reach there and just do 1 knot. Not 2, just 1 to keep it together. Now it's time to put the stuffing in it. Don't go too much stuffing because you will see through and you don't want it. Like this. There. Do a double knot. No need to be too tight. No need to be too stuffy either because you don't want to see through it. Because the stitch are not the same with the machine than compared to needle knitting and knitting. So now it's time to do the full graft. So I will grab 1 full stitch on the side, 1 full stitch on the other side. I will go closer with the camera soon, don't worry. If you can't see it right now, you will see it in a couple of seconds. So another one on this side, and I go on the other side. There, I continue. There. And keep going. This. See, you got closer. La, that's better. So I grab full stitch on one side, full stitch on the other side. When I will just go a little bit more than the half, I will go and put the stuffing for the head. I didn't put that part fast because I want people to understand it. If it's your first visit on my channel, welcome aboard. Hope you enjoy yourself. I didn't pull on the yarn too tight now because I will do it when I finish the sewing. So put some in it, a little bit more. Very important not to stuff too much. Sometimes it's hard to know how many you put in it, but if you notice it's too much, remove some. So there, just a little bit more. There. So pinch it a little bit with your thumbs and finger and continue. Grab one on the side and one on the other side. this. Almost finished. And you could see there's some stuffing coming out of it. Don't worry, I will fix it after. I will show you how I did it. Grab another stitch, and will be time to pull on your tail of yarn. So push that inside and you pull, 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 and you adjust it like this. So there. Be careful when you pull on your work, because you could remove the stitches. So it's time to do a little knot on the side, like this, and another one on the other side, like this. There. Attach those two together. There. I did in the head. If you're still with me, put a smiley in the comment, please. There. So I will keep those tails, and I will add for the ears now some color. I took the darker color of my body yarn, and I will do like a French when you do a scarf. It's the same way, and we'll cut it just after my thumbs. Now I will remove the little twist in the yarn to create a little bit more volume. So that part is done. We'll do the second part now. With the same color yarn, I will go put it in half like this. Put that in my wool needle. Bring it here and pass all the yarn with it in the loop. There. And very important to pull on it. So keep your finger there to make sure it's correct. There. And then you cut the yarn. There. So time to work the yarn like this. Voila! So that's one part. Now it's time to continue with the wing. First we will close both sides of the tube. There. And here I notice that I will add one stitch that I will twist like this and pick in the work. So can't see it now, it fakes. So if it's happened to you that you have a stitch like it's live and don't know what to do with it, just go like this. So do the same trick on the other side. You close it and you will prepare both of your wings the same way. Not exactly the same way. One you will keep a tail on it and the other one will eye the tail. So this is the one I will eye the tail. Voila. And the other one I will keep one tail of yarn to attach both wing. There, cut it. Cut the excess. And we will attach the wing. Now, important, attach it in the neck. Go through the neck, so that way you'll be sure that both of your wing will be the same height. So you pick on one side of the middle and the second side of the middle. Pick that in the neck, and you do the same thing on the other side. There. You go and attach it here with a double knot and hide it in the same color yarn. There, cut the excess There. Time to add the feet now, the bird feet. So the bird feet. I will close one side. Make sure I attach it with that knot and do the same thing on the other side. There. Stretch it, fold it in half, fold it in half again. There was a little bug on the video, sorry for that. There, stretch it. There. And with the yarn, you go around it in the middle and attach it with the double knot, and voila, you got your bird feet. Bird, not bird, bird feet. Cut one tail, hide it between the two layers, like this. Cut it. Time to attach it, and to attach it in the middle, I go on side by side and go around it. There. And what happened if you pull too tight? It's broke. But it's okay. I don't wanna. I'm okay with that. I would just fix it. It's not the end of the world. I will secure it with a knot, and I will go and hide the tail of yarn that I broke, and I will finish with the feet after. So I will go around it again to be sure that it's very secure. There, and attach it again. Hide those tail of yarn in the same color yarn. There. And after that, I will go and cut the excess. So next step, I will prepare the eyes. There. I prepare the eyes. Right there. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's harder. With my flexible wool needle, I got it. And I prepare my black yarn. I prepare 30 centimeter long, and I use it because the way I attach my eyes. So you will see how I do that. So I will prepare both of my eyes like this. Do a double knot. Put that aside. So, and I will go and prepare for the beak. No, I will do the beak first. It's easier if you do the beak and then you attach your eyes after. So I find the middle of the head, and I will go and do a V. So go up just on the side of the first stitch, pull it a little bit, go back on down, on always on the same stitch, and then I come back. I use the thicker yarn for this part, so it will keep less back and forth with the thicker yarn, but it will work the same if you have the same thickness of yarn that you use for your bird. There. Come back always on the same. Like this. Almost finished. There. There. So time to hide the tail. I will go in the back neck of the bird, pull it out like this, and go and do the same thing with the other tail of yarn. That's why I always keep tail of yarn. Pick that in the middle and go in the back to reach the other one. There. So I will be fixing it just a little bit. If you don't need, don't touch it. There. So look good. So I will go and attach it like this and push it with the pencil. Is better to push the knot inside. It's easier to hide like this. And with my wool needle, I will go and hide the yellow yarn. Almost finished. There. Like this. So I will hide the yellow yarn with the help of my pencil. Just push it down. With the needle, just adjust the stitches so it's gone. It's fine. So time to attach my eyes. So I will pick on the side of the beak and we'll go in the back through the neck like this. So that's why I need tail of yarn that is long enough to reach the back of the bird. So I will go pick just the stitches on the side and bring it to the back on the same place, the same stitches in the neck. First eye is done, second now. There. It's a nice project to do with your leftover yarn. So pick that and bring it on the back. Make sure you don't go in the same stitches that the other eyes. And do that and pick on the side of the first stitch that you choose and bring it in the back like this. There. And now to secure the eyes, it look like this. It's not finished. To secure it, I will take one tail on one side and one tail on the other side and bring it to the opposite. So the right to the left and the left to the right. It's only to secure it. And try to remember that when you do toys with plastic eyes, it's not for kids under 3 years old. So be careful with that, okay? If it's for kids younger than 3 years old, make sure that you use yarn eyes instead to prevent choke. There. So it's not tight enough. So we'll go and attach it tighter here. There, look better. And tighter here. And you go check if you need some adjustment. If you don't, you will go and do a second knot and hide it in the body. Almost finished. There. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week with a new free video on this channel. This, cut the excess. So voila, it's done. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next.